What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Z-Man Show, looking at The Walking Dead, Episode 5 of Season 11. Can you believe it? There's only 3 episodes left to this part of the season. I cannot believe we're already there. They already said there's going to be no more episodes for current 2021. They won't be back till 2022. But we do know that there will be World Beyond and Fear the Walking Dead coming up in the next, 3 weeks. So we got that going for us, I guess. But, yeah, we're taking a look at Out of the Ashes tonight. And so, there's some things going on tonight I thought were kind of interesting. And what I thought was really interesting was kind of seeing the remnants of the Whisperers that were still left up there at Hilltop. So we see that Alexandria is failing the fence lines or whatever, and they managed to get in, kill a few people, which really sucked for that crew, but they did get the wall back up. So they need some tools and things to kind of get things back in order. So they decided to take a trip back to Hilltop. I'm surprised they hadn't already gone back during this time period, but I guess they hadn't been there. But they did get there. We saw some of the old players with some of that old, plastic armor that they used to wear and so forth. So they managed to clear some of that out. But what we did get to see is that there were a few Whisperers still remaining up there at Hilltop. Just because they're used to their old ways, and it kind of keeps them protected. So this one guy was kind of roaming around. So after being questioned, interrogated, we find out that there's a few left. I mean, this guy made some serious mistakes, though. I mean, he, at one point, now true, he knew his life was on the line and that Aaron was probably going to end him sooner or later, but he draws a knife on Aaron, actually cuts him, and I couldn't believe that Aaron actually let him live and just didn't kill him off, but it's because he wanted information, right? And to find out that there wasn't much information to be had, and so much so that Lydia and Carol really had a big problem with the way Aaron was interrogating that guy. I mean, listen, that Whisper clan, basically, they destroyed their world, right? I mean, Hilltop is gone, decimated. They're now all starving and so forth. I would not have pity on these people. And, Lydia, I realize that, you used to be part of this crew, and maybe this guy used to sneak you food or this and that or whatever, and, where's the humanity? But, well, it went out the door when their Whisper clan attacked you and tried to kill everybody. That's where the humanity went. Now, let me know if you guys are on the same page as me, because I'm telling you, as soon as I would have gotten what I needed out of that guy, I would have ended him, more than likely. And maybe that's awful, but, but is it, though? I mean, so many of their friends had died and perished, due to this clan. I just don't see it. But anyways, they end up letting the guy live. Oh, not without standing. Aaron let that walker go in and bite his hand. So the dude's still alive for now. Let's hope that or not hope for that matter, that the infection didn't pass through during that time, but he did take his own hand. He'll probably be okay with the 4 or 5 remaining Whisperers that are there up at Hilltop, just kind of hanging out. But yeah, I'd have a big problem with them inhabiting an area that used to be called home. It's kind of an odd thing. How about Judith tonight? And that scene with that cocky-ass teenage boy or whatever, when they're playing with the walkers over the wall, which, by the way, is completely stupid. I mean, what are they thinking? I mean, one little mistake, one accident, or somebody bumps into somebody, and, oh, my hand got caught, and they bite you, right? And Judith goes over to tell him to cut it out, and then the kid calls Judith out for being whiny. That's the reason why your mom probably left you. I mean, I'm talking, those are some fighting words right there. And I'll tell you, I liked what they did with Judith and her standing up for herself and drawing that blade on him. Yeah, it seems a bit extreme, but you know what? I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it at all. I mean, that kid, he has it coming, and I have a feeling in the future episodes there might be something that happens where he's going to count on Judith, and she's probably going to have to make a choice whether to save him or not. I mean, we'll see how it goes down. I know it's a bit cliche, and a lot of ways things usually go down in The Walking Dead, but it's possible. But I thought that was a pretty cool scene nonetheless. What else was going on? So we know Connie. So yeah, I was just mentioning earlier that when I heard the name Out of the Ashes, as soon as I heard that name for this episode, I thought, Connie, it's time. They're finally bringing her back. Why they waited this long, we'll see. I mean, maybe there's some significance to it all, but that Whisperer did allude to seeing a woman that crawled out of the caves that was trapped. Of course, we knew that was Connie, the sister to Kelly, right? The deaf one. And yeah, so she's been living out in the woods, but apparently it sounded like either she was with some people and there was a few, but now there's none. Whatever it may be, though, she's in deep trouble. So they're going to go out probably in the next couple episodes, try and track her down and find her. I imagine she will become part of the group again. As for her and Daryl and stories there, we'll have to see how it goes down. I know a lot of people, you guys don't like Leah. I got to be honest, too. I'm not sure if I love her character, but is she right for Daryl? Probably not. I did see a little snippet for the next week's episode where she's like, either you're with us or against us. And I'm like, so wait a minute. You're telling me you're still drinking that straight Pope Kool-Aid? with your little clan crew after what he just pulled with you and Daryl and almost killing you. You're cool with that, huh? That's what needed to be done. Come on, Lee, get it together, girl. So we're gonna see where this goes. Daryl needs to get out of there ASAP, though. We know this, and furthermore, Negan and Maggie. So they're still kind of doing their back and forth banter about, why haven't you ended me, this and that, which is really good questions, actually. And we've never really gotten a straight answer out of Maggie, other than she probably needs him. I mean, that's probably the end and short of it. She needs him as long as he can provide, to keep her alive and help so she can get home to little Herschel. But Negan, he speaks sense. He really does. When he was talking tonight, I mean, he's right. He's like, we should take what we have. Let's get back to Alexandria, because they know that they can't handle that crew by themselves. It's impossible. Now, just in the heat of the moment, as things are getting crazy, right? Who barges through the door? But Gabriel and another survivor, one of Maggie's people. I'm sorry, I don't know his name yet. Well, maybe I'll catch that next time. Let me know in the comments if you know it. And anywho's, and so we're still missing Frost and Daryl. And I assume Frost, because I'm forgetting their names. I'm waiting for these characters to make more impact so I can actually have a reason for remembering some of their names. Maybe that's awful, but whatever. It's where I'm at. But I believe that's the one who wears the mask, right? I mean, he's too cool of a character to just kill off just like that. So we definitely need to see more of him and see what has he been up to. How did he get out of that encounter with the Reapers? And furthermore, Daryl and what they're going to do there. So we have some stuff that's going to go down over the next 3 episodes, but as we're clicking off these episodes and finally going to get into that last year for this season 11 of this extended season, we're going to have to see, how are they going to pull all this off so that's an impactful ending so that we feel right, like they did it justice, they're not just kind of taking the quick out or so forth, due to funds or this or that. Because I don't know how much money AMC pays for this show, but I imagine it's quite a bit. But it is their money runner, right? It's what brings in the dough, no doubt. And furthermore, Rick, where's my boy Rick? And he better come back, at least for just to find Judith, because she seems so alone. She's sad. There was that scene with Rosita that was pretty, heartwarming or so forth. And Rosita's trying to tell her story about her background, how her father had died, and mom died not long after that, or this and that. Or sure, he didn't die, but she didn't know him. And then the mother died some years after. So she's all alone in this world, which really stinks. And to have Rick come back, you could just imagine seeing Judith's eyes light up. We did get to see some of the Commonwealth land. They have ice cream. They're chilling, cakes galore. Yumiko finds her brother. There's a lot of things going down. We're just kind of like, wow, this place, talk about decadence and just having everything you need at your fingertips. What kind of supplies are coming in to this place so that, here we have Alexandria living on a prayer barely, with their food situation. And these guys are just raking it in. I don't know, but I guess many hands make the work light, right? So maybe if you have enough people, that's all the more people out scouting and doing missions and things. I guess it makes sense. I want to know more about the Commonwealth, though. I want to know how they managed to stay safe so early on and get up whatever they did, walls or their weaponry and everything else. What are they all about? And of course, furthermore, maybe with World Beyond, we'll get a chance to see how the Commonwealth and the CRM, how they're at odds kind of with each other. And obviously CRM is bigger, and are they going to go to war one day, this or that? Again, a lot of big questions I wish I had answers to, but they've deviated from the comics quite a bit, and I don't really read the comics that much, so we're just kind of in for it to see where it all comes to be. So anyways, guys, it was a pretty interesting episode tonight. I give it again. I think these episodes have been ranging somewhere for me between 7 and 8. I think tonight was around another 7.5. It was just a solid kind of, I don't want to call it a filler episode, but it kind of is. It's just kind of slowly progressing the story along, but as we get into these last 2 or 3 episodes, I expect a lot to be happening. So let me know if you have any predictions. If you think Daryl's going to get out, I still think Leah's going to get killed off, somehow, probably saving Daryl in some way from the Reapers. Will it be this part of this first third of the season? It seems a bit early. I don't think so. I think she'll probably make it in a little bit further, but time will tell on that one. Pope and his crew, again, because we're bringing in the Commonwealth, we have Pope's crew, so I'm trying to see where these conflicts are all leading up to, is somehow Pope's crew going to come into contact with the Commonwealth and have a standoff? But the Commonwealth's 50,000 strong, we heard tonight. They have a lot of people. So there's still a lot of questions that we want to have answered, and hopefully they'll start tying that up as we start continuing into Season 11. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you did enjoy it, go and check out some of my other stuffs on my channel. I have an indie series called Dead Nightmare. It's all about zombies and so forth and surviving. There's other movie reviews and some game content and so forth too. So with that said, I am Mike with the Z-Man Show, and I will catch you guys at the next review. See you guys.